They deserve prison.
What?
Listen.
Taylor.
Welcome, everybody. It's 158 episodes, episode 158 of the Look, Listen Cast. And today we're discussing Horizon's episode 103, or as I like to call it, is this episode really bad? No, they won me over in the second half. Guys, welcome to the podcast, everybody. Hello.
Episode 158, which is exactly the temperature in Texas right now. You're welcome, everybody. There's a heat wave.
Hot tamale. Geese Peep, how hot are you?
Oh, God.
It actually just cooled down in Maryland, which is really nice.
Geese, have you ever heard the origin of the phrase hot tamale?
No.
It was one of those things that came out of nowhere for me. I had to ask Michael to help me stop because I couldn't stop saying hot tamale. Every time something it was like, you know how somebody goes, hot dog? I would just say that, except with tamale, and it sounded stupid the first time I said it. Brain didn't understand that concept. Brain said, how about you say that 20 times a day?
In Taylor's defense, most adults, they pepper in swear words for any situation. Taylor doesn't swear, so instead he has to revert to hot tamale. Guys, I'm so hot that sweat is getting into my eyelashes and giving me skin conditions just at the base of my eyelashes that I have to wash out. So it's sweat city over here. It's too hot. Calm down, guys. It's the weather. Welcome to the weather. Geese Peep, let's send it over to Geese Peep for Weather Report of the Week. Take it away, Geese Peep.
Reporter Geese Peep, how's it peeping? Let's peep in on you.
Reporter Geese Peep here.
Everybody's
I wish I had that
soundboard.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite segment, dead forever. Let's move on to our first segment of the week, everybody. I'm so sick of saying everybody's favorite segment. You guys got to stop me if I ever say everybody's favorite segment.
What? Wait, okay, let's take a poll.
To my hot
Let's
tamale.
take a poll. What is, oh God, that gives me PTSD. Well, no.
You can't.
I have PTSD.
Nope. You can't every single episode tell me that there's something that's giving you PTSD. Yesterday, it was Spicy the Cat. This week, it's
no. You said Spicy the Cat. No.
Anything regarding spice.
No.
Animals.
When I was a kid, we would get hot tamales, the candy, a lot because they were my mom's favorite. So this was what, like 2-3
weeks ago?
Got them.
Yeah.
First try.
And we would dip them in peanut butter, and they were so good with peanut butter.
That's all she does. Actually, that could be okay. All she does is eat things with peanut butter, like Oreos. It is time for our first segment of the week. That's right. It's Looking Peepin'. Taylor, give it to me. Give me the set.
Peepin' on Geese. What you been flocking? Flocking in with geese. Flocking with geese. Let's peepin' on Geese.
I think everybody's turned the podcast off. The energy is too manic today. Because it's, of course, Geese Peep. Just another
manic Tuesday. Ooh, ooh.
Welcome to Friday, everyone. Okay, guys. I just finished all 10 episodes, the entirety of season 14 of King of the Hill. That's right. It's back. It's been rebooted. It's on, reboot is Pokémon. It's on Hulu. It's on Disney Plus, courtesy of Hulu. It was all right. I laughed a few times. It's not bad. I mean, in a scale of 2025, when you watch a program and you kind of judge how good a show is based on how often you look at your phone, I did not look at my phone that much. So, it's fine.
How did they handle the recent passing?
There's a lot of recent passings, actually.
Really?
The biggest complaints anybody could have, really, would probably be casting decisions. One of the guys died, so you're listening
John Redcorn.
to him too, yeah. But he recorded everything, so he's fine. But Dale Gribble's voice actor passed away, so half of it is him, and half of it is another voice actor who just did an imitation of earlier Dale. What's hysterical about this is the actual voice actor sounds quote unquote terrible because he's aged 20 years. He doesn't sound anything like Dale. Yet the new voice actor is doing such a good impression, he actually sounds like Dale. So kind of interesting, I suppose.
Very. They had to do that in Destiny 2 when Lance Reddick passed.
Yes. But he wasn't trying to do a Lance Reddick impression, right? He was just doing Keith David.
No. Yeah. Which I just watched another Keith David movie yesterday.
Very sick. As did I. Keith David is also in King of the Hill, right? I think. Anyway, guys, let's all calm down. Of course, it's every TV, every reboot has to do this. They have to do, here's the Uber joke. Here's the, oh my goodness, look how much technology has changed. It's fine. They don't overdo it. And it actually, I think, succeeds in some ways when it does those jokes. It's a weird, interesting watch because everybody has aged up. I would say the vibe of the show is different. You hear sort of language and talk you would never hear in the old series, but it fits because it is what the characters who were children are now young adults, and it fits the way they speak. And I think overall it's pretty well done. I will definitely watch the next season because I'm sure there's another season.
Sick.
I don't recall the news specifically, but it doesn't end in a way that it doesn't end like, oh my God, what a big giant ending. It's just like, okay, that was that season. So
I kind of like that. I was, did either of you two watch Futurama starting in season 6?
I don't know when I stopped.
Here's the thing, guys. I watched all of Futurama, the original and the new stuff. I remember nothing.
Now, when you say the new stuff, they rebooted it like 5 times, and there were special straight to DVD movies and things. So I don't know when I stopped. It was after some movie, right?
Was it? I watched the movies were fine. My end point for the show, in my mind at least, because I watched a little bit past this, but I decided to kind of not count it, was the opera episode, which is such a good finale for
Is that
show.
The one with Fry and the brainworms? Where he learns to play the instrument for Leela? That's super early.
They did the movies after that, but just nothing else. And then when it came after that, they just went really hard into super topical stuff, which it's hard to say if that was... Like, I wasn't thinking about it when I watched the original ones, but when they rebooted it and they were making jokes about Apple and everything, which, Geese, I'm sure you remember this, I was like, this isn't right for this show.
I was thinking the exact same thing today that you just said. I was thinking maybe there was topical stuff before and I just didn't notice it because it was just normal.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I think
probably.
for the most part, they would have stuck to more... I don't know, evergreen content or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like Third Rock from the Sun does that really well, where they choose stuff that's been institutionalized in Western culture instead of just what's hot at the time.
Okay, I got to talk about Donkey Kong real quick, but I will. Can we give a shout out? Can we please write in looklistacast@gmail.com, give some flowers to Third Rock from the Sun? Some of the best performed.
Is that with the show with Man?
John Lithgow and everybody's favorite Robin from Batman?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And what's the guy's name who has the squinty eyes, Taylor? The guy who plays Harry.
French Stewart, is that his name?
I think that's his name. He's such a good actor. They're all like, the concept for that show was so crazy where they were like, hey, let's just get everybody off of a stage and put cameras on them. And their commitment to physical comedy was just unprecedented in sitcom.
One of the best premises for entertainment of all time. It's so good. Just, here's some aliens. Let's show how amusing our society is via their eyes.
Very similar to Futurama.
Fish out of water story, exactly. Mm-hmm. But it's just that, Third Rock from the Sun, incredible, wonderful.
But on to Donkey Kong.
I have beaten Donkey Kong. I am very close to 100%ing it now. I'm doing all the post-game stuff. Just got a couple more, actually pretty difficult things to do. Not boss rush stuff, but pretty much like, you have so little time to do all this. And it's like the first difficult thing you've run into in the game. Oh my God. Taylor, I adored the ending. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil the ending. But I will say, as a little boy playing Donkey Kong as a child, I was losing it. But the only bad thing is...
He loves Donkey Kong.
The only bad thing, Taylor, is, has this ever happened to you where something starts to get
sick? Has this ever happened to you?
My name is John Quinciones, and I'm here with What Would You Do? Has this ever happened to you, Taylor, where something starts to get sick and your imagination starts going wild? So the ending of Donkey Kong Bonanza starts getting real sick, right? And I'm going, I'm just, my imagination's going wild with what they're going to do. And I'm just thinking like all these possibilities and all these things they could do. In the end, wonderful game, beautiful game, probably game of the year. It wasn't
over Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Are you joking?
I haven't even played it, but yes. Unfortunately, the ending is not as good as the crazy version I created in my head when it started, but still very good. Recommend to everybody. If you're a Donkey Kong fan, if you like 3D platformers, if you're a Nintendo fan, if you enjoy video games, you'll love Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's got my banana stamp of approval.
Yeah, it gets the golden banana.
You could easily give this game a 10, like if not a 9.8. Like it's wonderful.
So the last time that happened to me, where my imagination was going wild, was when we rewatched the first episode of Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle MacLachlan sitting there saying, like, we got a lot of work to do. My brain, even though we watched that relatively recently, was sitting there thinking, oh, man, this is so sick. What hijinks are going to unfold?
Relatively recently. It was 10 years ago.
No, the last time we watched episode 1 was like 2 months ago. Because we were watching that Marvel show, and we both were just sitting there saying, this is just a worse version of Twin Peaks.
Agatha all along. I do need to finish watching that, actually, because I believe it got pretty highly ranked in the full list of all Marvel things, so I'm going to try it again. Geese Peep, it is now your time. It is now time for Geese Peep's Peep of the Week. What you been geesin'? Take it away, Geese Peep.
Well, I've also been playing Donkey Kong.
Whoa!
I know, right? I haven't finished yet. I'm taking my sweet old time because I'm like a really big fan of punching the land and getting gold. And my brain really enjoys that. The serotonin that's generated when that happens.
Taylor, she's so correct. I can't turn because there's actual things I need to do in Donkey Kong, but I can't turn on that video game without immediately popping into sick transformation and destroying everything and getting a mountain of gold before even starting with whatever my task is. It's just too much fun.
I have one more boss or something. I'm almost complete with it, but we'll see.
She's a couple worlds away. Yeah.
Geese, do you have a hard time? Because I know you have. You are a fellow ADD haver.
Did you take your Adderall?
All right, go ahead, please.
Does it say, did you take your Adderall?
Did you? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn. That's such a triggering thing. That was so insulting
Your mother?
to me. No, it was my aunt, who anytime I would act like even kind of hyper or excited or animated, she would say, did you remember your medication? And I would just sit there and think, so I'm not allowed to have fun.
No. It's like when everybody's having a wonderful time and then somebody says, okay, we need to quiet down, and the entire vibe's destroyed for the entire rest of the evening. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. And then Greg mentions his child.
I thought we had an agreement. Geese Peep, you were saying?
Oh, but no, I was asking you a question. So, Geese, with games, do you ever get to the end of the game and for some reason just stop playing it because...
Oh, yeah, that's most games.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you ever like examined that quality in yourself and like thought about it at all?
No, because if I'm playing video games, I don't want to examine any qualities about myself.
Well, I mean, I do the same thing, and it's become kind of frustrating where I'll get to the end of the game and this kind of, it's almost similar to finding out that I missed something and I can't get it in a game. Like that kind of completionist mentality. I sort of get overwhelmed with things to do, but I don't want the game to end, and I just never end up finishing it. Happened with Metaphor Refundagio.
No, yeah, that is what happens. I've never finished any of the Breath of the Wild games.
Same. Got to Dungeons Ganon and ran into the front gate and said, I'll finish one day.
Yep.
Good games. Classics.
But I think I'm going to finish this one.
I say that to myself all the time.
He still hasn't beaten Expedition 33, Claire Obscura.
Although I was playing that earlier today, so.
Now you're saying. Geese Peep, you have to have something to say about Police Squad this week?
I've just been watching it because I want to watch the Naked Mutt. Naked Mutt. The new Naked Gun movie.
The nude Naked Mutt.
Police Squad, it's funny. They only made 6 episodes.
Oh, it's a show?
It's goofy fun. Yeah. It was made in like the 70s, 80s.
Here's the thing, Taylor. I had all intentions of watching the new Naked Gun film today, but you'll never guess who said, I want to watch it with you. So I said, okay, fine.
No.
Wait. It's not IMAX, at least. It'll be in a normal.
Listen, let me stop you right now.
We already had this conversation last week, Taylor.
Yeah, and we're going to have it as many times as we need to ensure that Michael does not skip films. It's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. It's just glitter in the sky. Don't chase after it. There's nothing there. Just go see the movie. See something else together later.
Well, but before I see this film, I do need to see the first 3 Naked Gun films, and also what she's discussing, Police Squad. Apparently, the Naked Gun films are spin-offs of the original Police Squad TV show. Is
interesting.
The first Police Squad is definitely the funniest episode.
Do you mean film or TV show?
No, that's a TV.
That's TV.
And then a movie. Geese Peep, do you have more to say, or county fair?
I went to the county fair. It was me, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, and my parents. And we got to see all the animals. Every year they have a petting zoo for the children. This year, they had, for some reason, an armadillo. And I was quite excited, because I'm a big fan of those guys.
She loves those guys, and her mother calls them apostrophe dillos.
You can, save in time. You can see a lot of those in Texas.
I know. I had to wait so long for the little kids to touch the armadillo before I could go in there.
3-hour line for the armadillo.
It was curled up in a ball the whole time, so I didn't get to see it, not in its defensive mode, but it was still really cool to touch it. I'm also confused.
Me too, Geese.
Why they had an armadillo.
They found him.
Is it legal to own an armadillo in Maryland?
Oh, well, yeah, you get a permit.
Yeah.
Zoos, is it legal to have a panda? You tell them.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really interesting because all pandas are owned by China.
I know.
So you need a license.
Yeah. Gotta pay them.
Same with Galapagos turtles.
Gotta
or tortoises, rather.
Wow. I was about to call that one out.
China owns all Galapagos turtles?
No, Ecuador.
Ecuador owns Tencent, who, yes.
Anyway, we were so excited to bring my nephew to the fair because this kid loves tractors and animals. Who doesn't at 2 years old? Unfortunately, he was the floppiest boy alive. He did not get any sleep last night or the night before we went.
Jeez, as far as flopping kids go, there is a reigning champ that cannot be dethroned.
And for anybody that isn't Geese Peep, can we please give a dictionary definition for what you think the word floppy means?
Extremely tired to the point where you're out of it and almost nonverbal.
All right.
He is usually so animated and full of life. And we were like, look, a sheep. Look, a pig. Cameron, look.
Whoa.
And he would just silently and very slowly nod his head.
I thought you were going to say he would just sigh.
Yeah, I already have Sean the sheep at home. Let's go back.
I've seen an armadillo.
And he would just whisper under his breath, sheep. Or pig. Also, I wanted a root beer float really bad, and it was $15.
My
Can you believe it? Yes.
How big was it?
No, it was just like a red Solo cup size.
No, Taylor. What?
That was the size.
How was him muttering under his breath sheep before or after he pooped himself?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, no.
We sat down to eat dinner, and we were feeding him French fries.
Oh, no.
And we just see him hold his breath and turn red, and we're like, oh no, he's pooping. And then you just see the poop come out of the side of his leg because of poor diaper placement. It just came out of his shorts.
Oh no. Did you try to blame the sheep?
Smart plan.
He was okay. After we changed him, we got some new shorts on. He did have to go shirtless, so he was in just a pair of overalls with no shirt underneath.
Oh, this was quite a poop. How'd it get on the shirt?
No, they just wrapped the shirt as a new diaper.
I see. Like Mowgli.
Yeah, from Jurassic World. I mean, Park. I mean...
That's the one.
Book. Jurassic Book.
Jurassic Book Fallen Kingdom, yeah.
I wanted fried Oreos so bad, but they were $10 for 6 of them.
That's worth it.
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, you learn, you lose. You lose out when
Live,
you don't.
You laugh, and you love.
The money will be gone one day.
Exactly. You can't take it. Are you going to take those Oreos to your grave?
Good point.
Yes.
Does this conclude your county fair tales, Geese Peep?
Yeah.
All right, Taylor. You know what time it is. Give us the old peep of the week. What you been?
Oh, I forgot. I watched 3 films this week. But I actually watched 4. Spoilers. I was talking about Platoon earlier.
Oh my God.
I watched Eddington with my mother. Yes, it was good. It was good. Is it my favorite Ari Aster movie? No. Did I like the epilogue? No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else in the movie was really good. It was mainly just really good acting performances. I wasn't very. I'm trying to like really think about how I felt about it. It was. I would never say it's bad. It was entertaining, funnier than a lot of Ari Aster movies. There was a lot of frustration, very timely. Really interesting thinking about how it's going to be perceived in like 10 years. Because we haven't had a lot of films that are specifically about public response to COVID.
The films that were made were really critically panned and made fun of. So
yeah. So this will be interesting, and I'm curious to see how it'll be viewed in 5-10 years. Again, performances, all very good. It was a well-made movie. The ending just didn't gel with me as much as I thought it would.
Ari Aster endings are something else, aren't they, guys?
Yeah.
They really, really go places. No matter which movie you're watching, he's going to take an ending and he's going to do something with it.
Yeah, that was fine. I mean, you can go see it. It's not outrageous. I think my favorite performance was probably... I really liked Austin Butler's character. He does a lot with these little side characters. Thinking about him in Dune and then thinking about him in this, and I'm like, man,
He will always be...
My Elvis Presley.
No.
Zeus, you say.
Zoe 101's boyfriend to me. He was in Zoe 101 on Nickelodeon, and that he will always be that in my mind.
There he is.
There you go.
There you have it.
All right. Now,
ooh. I'm assuming none of you...
It's Austin Butler.
Watched Zoe 101.
I did not watch Zoe 101.
That is correct, Geese. You should probably talk to Cameron about that one.
Taylor, would you like to discuss My Dinner with Andre?
So there are 2 films that I watched because I was just not really feeling playing games.
That's because you don't have Donkey Kong.
I got really into, I was just perusing HBO, and post-rehearsal, post Nathan For You, I was just like, man, I need to see some drama now. So I'm sitting there and I see My Dinner with Andre, and I can't remember the actor's name, but I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to watch this movie. It goes on, and it is literally just a dinner scene, which I love. Everybody knows Locke is one of my favorite movies.
Good film.
It doesn't, if you decide to watch this movie, and kind of building on what you were talking about earlier, as far as wanting to look at your phone, you will look at your phone in the first hour of this movie. You will look at it. You will know what's going on in the world, because these 2 actors just... I understand what the filmmakers are doing, and it must have been really groundbreaking at the time, but it is an aged movie, and the guy telling all the stories, Andre, just has the exact same inflection for every single story. And he talks in a certain way, and then his friends have something to say.
You gotta watch it.
Oh, it's Wallace Shawn.
Wallace Shawn, yeah, love Wallace Shawn.
You gotta watch it either in a movie theater or on stage. Sorry, Taylor. It happens to the best.
And Wallace Shawn does say inconceivable in this movie, and I said he did the thing. I had the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen.
Got him.
Meme going on.
Just Googled My Dinner with Andre, and the first post is from Reddit. It says, My Dinner with Andre is the most boring movie of all time.
So, a lot of people online, because I looked this up afterwards, and I was thinking, this is a writer's film. This is not specifically geared towards theater lovers. It's very, very interesting in the last 10 minutes. Now, this is going to kind of build into the next movie that I watched. So, up until the last 10-15 minutes, it's you're watching 2 guys have dinner and catch up. When you
There's definitely been jokes about it on The Simpsons.
Sure. When you get to the last 10-15 minutes and Wallace Shawn starts actually reacting to Andre, it becomes an incredibly interesting movie, because he's there's a bit of argument that actually goes on. And you can see these two people actually listening to one another and expressing differing viewpoints and breaking down how they feel. And more importantly, where they see society going.
Acting is reacting. Okay, Taylor, and you say this builds in perfectly to Aftersun.
Yes. So it is worth a watch if you are okay with very slow movies. Now, another movie that I would say is much more entertaining and better is the movie Aftersun. Now, I had heard about this because I kind of did a little looking into analog horror after I saw the movie Skinamarink. And analog horror is really, really interesting.
I was going to say Skinamarink earlier for a movie I couldn't watch because I couldn't stop looking at phone. Please continue.
I'm sorry, what generation is Skinamarink?
That's Gen 7.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Only the female of all.
So, Aftersun is I encourage you, if you are okay with kind of heavy movies, I encourage you to go watch this. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It is a story about an 11-year-old girl on vacation with her dad. And I don't think I've had a reaction to a movie like this ever.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I literally, after I was done with this film, I just sat on my couch and cried for like 20, 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
No, I can't do that.
It is a very hard to recommend film. It's so, I was trying to think of like people that I would recommend it to, and I just kept thinking, nah, this is a tough one to digest. The ending is incredible. It's just burned into my mind. The filmmaking techniques are so good. Paul Mescal rightfully won Best Actor that year at the Academy Awards for Aftersun. The budget is very low. It's just, it's such a well-made, artsy movie. If you can handle heavy stuff, it's comparable to Everything Everywhere All at Once, in that one of the themes that it deals with is depression. Very good film.
Well, on that note, I guess it's time for Poké-news.
Wait, actually, good news.
You already know where this news is coming from. That's right, Joe Sarabi himself, the boy, the man. If you happen to be at the Pokemon World Championships next week, you can play a demo for Pokemon Legends ZA. Very exciting. I bet the line will be enormous. Also in Pokemon news this week, Pokemon Go, the next community day for September 14th has been announced. It is with Flabébé. Now, this was very exciting to me, Geese Beat, because I need some shiny Flabébé. There's a bunch of different colors of Flabébé. But unfortunately, I've heard that it is region locked, so you can't get every color. You can't get every color. You'd have to travel all around the world to get every color. Yes, Geese Beat.
And Flabébé is the knockoff Flabubus, right?
Yes.
Oh, Flabubu.
Got him.
Lord,
Got
yes. But I tried really hard to get all the shinies in Scarlet and Violet, but I was unable to get all of them when they had their own little outbreak. So I'll get which ones I can, and I'll be sad that I can't get the rest. And finally, another Pokemon World Championship piece of news. On Friday, August 15th and Sunday, August 17th, you can see the Toyota Miraidon Project Live Mode Transformation Demo. That's right. It's the Miraidon motorcycle in Anaheim, California. Please enjoy.
Hope it's as sick as those Tron cycles that they made.
Oh, way sicker. Look, it's Miraidon.
There's
looking?
no way it's as sick as those. Those were so sick.
So good, so sick.
Wait, how many colors of Flabébé are there? And so there's a shiny for each color?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's too many.
It is. You're correct.
Well, think about it this way. Not only is there a shiny for each color, there's a shiny for her evolution and her second evolution.
Yep, that's
so
right.
That is 15 shinies I need for red, yellow, orange, blue, and white.
How many do you have?
Probably like 10, 9 or 10 maybe.
With my luck, a la Quaxley, I'm not going to get any.
Very true. It is now time to discuss an episode of Pokemon. Taylor, please tell us what happened last time on Pokes.
Previously on Pokemon, the gang treads on previously trodden ground, not via a flashback, but by having the exact same plot as a previous episode.
No,
Yeah.
Geese Peep, can you please tell us the name of this week's episode 103 of Horizons in English?
English.
Stay ablaze, my love for Nidothing.
Or in Japanese, Moyase Gurumin Ai. Geese Peep, can you please give us a one-sentence synopsis for this week, please?
True fans don't cut the line.
That's right, Geese Peep.
I'm actually very glad you said that because that is one of my favorite moments in this episode.
We're all laughing, guys. All right. We're opening with the old Nidothing INO collaboration announcement video stream. Everybody's losing their mind. Details in the description below, guys. Come and get your tickets.
Okay, I've already hit the pause button.
Screech.
So, spoilers, you line up to get a ticket.
Correct.
And your ticket has the number that is like the order in which you can go to the line, right?
Yes.
Well, it's the order in which you're being let in, yes.
Yes.
But
Uh-huh.
unless I missed something in the episode, you don't pay for the ticket.
I believe you do pay to
Yeah,
get it, or
because
else
she was
the
talking
entire
about getting
plot-
money.
The entire plot falls apart if you don't pay for the ticket. So I'm
But
fairly certain
she
you paid.
said that the way that they were going to raise money is from the
Baby sales.
the plub. I can't say it.
Labubu. You can say Labubu. It's fine, Geese.
The more number of subs and
Geese, what
attention
is-
she'll get.
What is this
Big map.
series of words?
God, I wish my headphones
Publicity.
were-
Publicity.
You still didn't say it right.
Publicity.
It doesn't matter. I believe you pay for a ticket. You also may get a hug. No promises, handshakes, sure. Hug, maybe. We'll see.
If it were up to Nidothing, no hugs.
Well, maybe she's not into hugs as much as I am, if we're being honest. So, as we always do in this show, whenever we watch a Nidothing video, it backs out to show who is watching it, and Liko is watching it, losing her mind at the prospect of meeting Nidothing at a Nidothing meet and greet. Which, again, for anybody unfamiliar, Taylor, who is Nidothing?
Well, I mean, spoilers for the next 5 seconds. It's Dot.
Well, she could just walk to the other room and say hello, but
It's kind of a funny little gag.
It's very funny. I love how determined and excited she is.
she's
She's
losing.
like, I've got to go to that event.
Her IRL personality, very different than...
Sprigatito superfan?
Yeah, Sprigatito. I thought there were some numbers after it, too. But yeah, Sprigatito superfan.
We're going to learn at the ending of this episode. Yeah, we're going to have to... This is going to be the whole fun joke of the whole thing. But basically, yeah, we are... Liko and Dot, they are people. They're a part of the Rising Bull Tacklers. The online user Sprigatito superfan and the online user Nidothing, I might say, very different people than Dot and Liko. So,
Which is
Just
wild.
like how I'm Geese Peep, but I'm completely different in real life, right,
the
guys?
street.
And I'm
Exactly.
Taylor. But in real life, I'm a little bit more Taylor.
was that?
Mm.
We cut to Ludlow eating a bento. It's got some little Grimer seaweed. Doesn't have a main protein, but that's fine because he's going
It's
to
not
give us a little
Grimer.
healthy-
I thought it was Quagsire.
It could very easily be Quagsire because I wasn't even sure. I wrote, is that a Grimer seaweed? I can't really tell. We're on the Great Salami. We're flying to Lavencia. All the kids are going on about how much money we're going to make from this event. We're going to have a great time. Ult doesn't care at all. And we get a very funny scene, Geese Peep, of Liko just really getting on to Ult about his lack of enthusiasm.
It's not goofing around. It's serious business. They do it for the fans.
Anyway, Gimme Ghoul's laughing at all of them, probably coming up with some brilliant plan to get a bunch of people to collect coins for him. But
I got pretty excited when I saw Gimme Ghoul because I just kept thinking, oh man, Gimme Ghoul's going to have a field day if there's a gathering.
Geese Peep, I don't want to hear it. Gimme Ghoul, he's a cutie pie. He's funny, he's cute, he's adorable. He's
She
jumping
loves
around.
Gimme Ghoul.
He's jumping around his little chest.
Mm.
You just don't like Goldango.
Yep. And now we cut to Amethyos goons on the beach with their Rhydon and Golduck. And because this is, spoilers, an episode highly focused on these two, we are going to have to call them by their names, Zerk and Onia, or as of course we will call her Onions, because that's what we do here. I tried to think of, am I going to call Zerk Zucchini? Probably not. We'll just leave him with Zerk. Because I don't think there's a
I would
good
call
food
him.
name.
I would call him Zooks.
Zooks.
Oh, just call him Zuko.
Why? Why do they look like they're going on like a fun date out on the town? They are not dressed appropriately for the beach at all.
This is a very Jesse and James situation where their outfit doesn't necessarily match where they are.
But if it was Jesse and James, they would be wearing bathing suits.
That is an
Hawaiian
incredibly
t-shirts.
good point, Geese. I changed my mind halfway through my sentence. What I meant to say was this is a situation where they are at a beach that is 12 feet away from a major city.
Yeah, they're going to go to a nice restaurant. I mean, he's real excited to see. So here's the thing about Zerk. The man loves Nidothing more than life itself, as does his Rhydon, who is under the impression that Nidothing is actually a Nidorina, a real Pokemon. And they're both so deeply in love with this young girl. So
it is such a good dynamic.
But yeah, they're all dressed. And as far as Zerk is concerned, he's like, well, I mean, we have no leads on Amethio. Why not just enjoy our time at the beach? Onions is saying no. We got to get out there. We got to find him. Butler Hamburgers is relying on us, guys. Me, grilled onions.
There's actually, within this one interaction, there is so much plot that they service. This is very rarely efficient dialogue work from the writers.
But like I mentioned before, we have no time to look for Amethio right now because, as you'll see from the big giant ad on the Levincia television screen, we got a big Nidothing event happening, and we definitely got to get tickets for that.
So,
Rhydon, head over heels. Yes.
We now know that Rhydon, bit of a goofball, also loves Nidorina. Zerk, on the lookout for Amethio, but understands R&R. Onions, very business as usual. Hamburgers has tasked them directly with finding Amethio. They've been looking for him for a while, and they can't.
And now it's time for the theme song. We're back from the theme song. The kids are already at the event, and oh my goodness gracious, there's already a huge line. Liko, why are you standing in line? It's me, Dot. Yes, Peep. I can put you on the VIP guest list.
Yeah, let me hook you up. And Liko's like, no.
Now,
I want it fair and square. I'm a real fan.
The funniest thing to me is that as a real fan, her goal is to prevent another fan from being able to see Nidothing. Because that's just a new ticket that she's not allowing to exist.
I was laughing about that later on the episode when we see Dot has her own ticket. I thought, well, okay, so that's one fewer person. One fewer person. Yeah, it's fewer. Anyway, she gets a number. She's number 78. That's not too bad.
Yep. Mr. Grusha is here. He got 6.
That's very impressive. But Grusha's not here for Nidothing. He's here. It's a dual meet and greet, but later in the episode we're gonna get separate lines to meet Ino and separate lines to meet Nidothing. Anyway, Gimme Ghoul's hopping around, having a great time, plotting his dastardly trick. Apologies for people who don't care about this, but this is one of those episodes with a lot of Pokemon in the background, so you're gonna have to maybe do 1.5 times speed. We got a lot of Pokemon. We got a Heracross, a Flaffy, and a Zoomeril, an Arctibax, a Mankey, a Bonsly, a Cyclizar, a Slowpoke, Electro, Jolteon, Psyduck. I will say, clearly the animation team of Horizons adores Bonsly. If you pay attention to this anime, you're going to find a Bonsly everywhere. I don't know if it's just a little Easter egg or that boy's really easy to draw. But there's 400 Bonsly in this episode, and he's probably the number one background Pokemon is a little baby Bonsly. So
it's easy to draw.
Yes.
It's easy to draw. We get the scene with Grusha, like Geese Peep mentioned. Now we see more people starting to pick up the coins for Gimme Ghoul. He's just a chuckling. We see Voltorb and Oddish. And Taylor, very exciting news.
Yes.
Zerk, he got number 112 ticket, which is perfect because that's Rhydon's Pokedex number. How appropriate.
I love how much this guy loves his Rhydon. That certainly wasn't in the previous season.
That he loved his Rhydon? Of course he loves his Rhydon.
He was not a fanatic like this.
Nah, I guess not. He's a way better character this time around.
They both are.
Yeah. Guys, what happens to his ticket?
It gets blown in the wind.
Now, I was a little curious about this because if you were that excited about it, wouldn't you already have it stowed?
No,
well,
and here's why. Listen.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
I asked first of all. Let me get that out of the way.
Taylor, shut up.
When the S word on the podcast. Grandma's listening.
When we were in Japan, Michael was so excited about his Shinkansen ticket. And he would hold it up and he wanted to show it off. And I got so anxious about it.
I'm the biggest Shinkansen safety person in the world. I was always getting on to Shelly about she'd never have it ready. She'd always just be holding it willy-nilly. That thing's worth like $800. Also, there's a herdier in the background. That's fun. Oh no, Geese Peep, the ticket's blown away in the wind and it falls down a vent. I remember buying a ticket to Spamalot in New York from a scalper, and we were right above a grate to the sewer, and I thought the exact same thing, that all my money, all the cash and the ticket's going to go right down the sewer, and it happens to him. It could happen to you.
Hold on to your tickets.
Sewer grate, no, it's washed away! Seen from above, we also see a Jigglypuff, a Scyther, and a Toxel. We cut to the beach.
Beach?
Zerk is completely devastated. You're telling me he's not going to get a Nidothing hug now because he lost his ticket?
Very funny. Just so sad and defeated looking out at the ocean. I can relate.
Then we see the kids. They're getting some ice cream before the rehearsal. It's starting soon.
With Nathan Fielder. Season 3.
Shouts out. And then Zerk and Onion see the Rising Volt Tacklers. Are we going to get a battle? Thank goodness, says my co-host. No battles this episode. Instead, Zerk is far too sad to care about the Rising Volt Tacklers right now.
Well, I mean, no battles yet.
Then we see a little shot of Finizen jumping in front of a cruise ship. And Onions explains the situation to the kids. Look,
listen,
here's the thing. These two, Amethyos goons, maybe we used to have our differences, but if you'll recall, Taylor, in the battle for Laqua, it was actually Onions and Zerk who saved the kids from the other explorers on Amethyos' behest.
Exactly.
So if anything, we're teammates already. We don't even need a scene where we join up and team up. So
enemy of my enemy is my friend. Incidentally, friend of my friend is my friend.
Exactly. So Dot says, for this reason, gamers, Zerk, why don't I just give you my number 79 ticket? It's already better than your ticket anyway. It's fine. But Geese Peep, he won't accept the ticket.
He says, don't you lie to me. You have the exact same Pokemon. And this is when Dot thinks that he sees right through her. But then he says, you must be a huge fan. I can't take your ticket.
Clearly, you're the biggest Nidothing fan in the world if you've got an identical Quaxley and Tinkatuff. Are you kidding me? I could never. And I need my ticket, the one for Rhydon, my Pokedex number, please. God.
He loves Rhydon.
So Liko just says, all right, we'll help you find your ticket. It is at this point, guys, I will make it very clear. This is right before the commercial break. 2 things to tell you, Taylor, actually.
Yes.
A week ago or so, you said you guys, at the commercial break, kind of take a little breather and decide, is this a good or a bad episode?
Yes.
I did this week and said, oh my God, what a terrible, stupid premise for an episode. Literally just put him on the guest list. You have the power. Everything that happens after this is dumb.
Very interesting.
I felt that way here. But spoilers, I actually ended up enjoying this episode by the end for a lot of fun reasons. Also, rewind back to what you've been peeping Geese of the Week, Taylor.
Oh.
I was editing last week's episode.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if you remember saying this, Taylor.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because I was, quote unquote, complaining about the overpowered transformation in Donkey Kong.
Uh-huh.
And you said verbatim, well, I bet they're just going to make you feel like a god. And then after that, they're going to do things to make you where it's not as, and then you actually... You were 100%. You ought to write game design because that's exactly it's like the next world. Like they take away your powers, so it's like okay.
There we go.
Genius, Taylor.
I thought you were gonna mention the shredding guitar music that plays.
When? What?
Two weeks ago, Taylor, when you were playing your guitar for us.
Yeah. Well, we have a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break, and I say bad episode, and I say
Taylor was thinking great episode.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
No, the music is good. We can never complain about the music in this series, but this starts to upset me so much, Geese Peep. Ino calls Dot because she says, Dot, rehearsal's about to start. Where are you? And rather than just put Zerk on the guest list, she could even tell Ino, why don't you put Zerk on the guest list? You could even call him, talk to him right now, say, make up some crazy excuse. You know, you don't have to reveal your Nidothing. You could just say, somehow, some way, we won a contest.
Dot knows because he already said no to her ticket that wouldn't work.
She's literally going to be late to the rehearsal and cause so many problems for everything. This is such an easily solved problem. I was not happy about it.
I
Just
don't
put them on the list.
Well, I don't think that makes it a bad episode because they're kids. But I will say that if they had put him on a guest list, that would have been mighty suspicious.
No, oh my god,
how would they have said it?
Dot won't even explain to Ino what's going on or why she says she's going to be late. All she says is, Ino, where do the storm drains lead? Where do the storm drains lead? Where do the storm? It's very hard to say storm drain.
Club.
Where did this
City
Club Penguin? Where did the storm drains lead in Levincia?
Oh wow, you're right. Where did the storm drains lead?
She could have been like, "Oh, okay, guys, you look for the ticket. I have to go do this thing." She could have left. She didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she eventually did. She should have explained to Ino what was up. But the whole point was that Liko and Zerk's affection and determination to be true fans, it doesn't make logical sense.
Yep.
So it wouldn't make any sense to have him on the guest list because that's not what he wants. He wants to get in the right way.
Where they could have just reprinted his ticket.
That too, but no.
Smart. Well, it's Japan, Taylor. Well, actually, it's Spain, but it's written by Japanese people. So in Japan, that's not possible. It would be very difficult, is what you would. Moskashi desu.
I think about that guy saying that at least once a week.
It's a good funny part. But I will say, if they weren't playing the very good music, I'd be a little bit livid right now, which is a throwback to Taylor and I saying, I'm a little bit livid, which is a funny sentence.
Very fun sentence.
Liko and Zerk have an exchange, and they both realize, oh my gosh, you're
Sprigatito superfan, and you're muscles _of_a_ Rhydon.
I love his name so much because it doesn't make sense with his personality.
As someone who has an online persona and who's met other people in online communities, it's very fun.
Oh, you've met someone via online community? That's wild, Geese. How different are you online versus real life?
It depends.
Okay.
Depends on the community.
I was asking because I used to play Overwatch and I knew people in real life. And the thing that they would always tell me when I saw them in real life and they were introducing me to friends is, oh, he plays Overwatch with us, but his personality is the exact same thing online.
That makes sense to me.
Checks out.
You're not that?
I would say I'm much more outgoing online. I don't know.
Yeah, she's afraid to talk to the Uvu shopper or ever have food delivered. Okay, I wrote here, start the rehearsal without me. Oh my God. I don't know what that's referring to. Guys, let's look for this ticket. We're by the water. Golduck, why don't you go ahead and swim around and look for it?
You were probably just frustrated at the logical leaps.
Probably. Golduck, why don't you do that? Oh, you can't? Your skin's too sensitive?
I love it. I love it. There's no need for it. It's so silly. It's just like a fun... I love that there's a Golduck that can't swim in water because it has sensitive skin. That's great.
It is very silly.
Nothing's working out for any of these guys. And at this point...
Also, at this point, why don't they send... Oh, okay, that's no problem. We have a water Pokemon right here.
Who? Quack?
Which one?
Nah.
Who?
Yeah.
Nah.
He could go in.
Very sensitive skin.
We're all going to split up. Zerk and Rhydon, this is a funny scene. They break down crying so hard they can't find this. They just want to see Nidothing so bad. And we get a little PowerPoint of everybody looking. We see some Tynamo in the water. Rhydon falls in the water and dies, Taylor. I don't know if you're aware, but that man is 4 times weak to water. And I get pretty upset this episode that, spoilers, Zerk continues to tell his ground rock type to continue attacking the full water type Wug trio.
To be fair,
let the poor boy survive one day.
Rhydon does learn surf.
That's very funny, yeah. Okay, we cut to sunset. Dot is still there. She's still not at the big performance she needs to prepare for. I'm actually pretty annoyed with Dot. This is very unprofessional. Yes.
It is.
She's never been that professional.
Ino is on the phone calling saying, Dot, where are you?
That's their whole dynamic, is one of them calling the other and the other not answering.
Luckily, She's got a little bit of sense and says, yeah, I'm going to leave right now, guys. Okay, all right. You guys, you'll find it for sure. I wouldn't even worry about it. Zerk at this point says, oh, guys, don't on my account be late. Why don't you all just leave? I'll keep looking, I guess. But Liko's not going to stand for it, Geese Peep.
She gives a very impassioned speech about, you're not going to give up. You're going to find that ticket. And you're going to shake their hand.
That's right. You're going to maybe even a hug. I don't know. But they have a big pep talk. Crocolore's losing it with excitement. He starts running towards the beach. He bumps into Wugtrio. Oh, thank God, Wugtrio. The ticket for Zerk with the ride-on number on it is attached to its head.
So
we
good.
Did it.
Such a funny little thing with on its horn.
Wugtrio starts to attack. Oh, you guys are right. This is a battle, technically, I guess. But a very funny battle because it's taken so seriously. And they're using the hard battle music. And the whole time this Wugtrio battle's happening, I'm just thinking to myself, the characters that have fought legendaries, the characters that have defeated the Elite Four, champions, everything. My God, it's a battle against a Wugtrio.
They have defeated the Elite Four.
This is crazy. Unfortunately, the Wugtrio keeps evading all their attacks. It's a very slippery eel worm kind of guy. Oh my God, Golduck, get it! Stop! Telling Rhydon to attack. He's so weak to this thing. Stop. Just leave him alone. God. So much chaos, guys. Wugtrio keeps slipping through.
Oh.
Captain Pikachu, can you please save us? Just use Thunder Punch on the thing. Thank goodness it's paralyzed. Great.
We got it.
Can't move. We can grab the ticket. Great work, Rhydon. It's on your horn. We did it. Wonderful. Victory music, okay? Can we play the fanfare, Geese Peep? We did it, Geese Peep. Congratulations.
Yes,
Geese
good.
Peep.
I'm so glad. Yes.
Well, let's go to the event.
Okay.
There's more Bonsly here.
It's a Bonsly episode.
They're everywhere. Oh, my goodness gracious. We barely made it in time. The countdown has already started. Nidothing's here. Oh, my God. Everybody's got their glow sticks. It's like a Hatsune Miku concert.
Yay. Hopefully not run by Crunchyroll because they did a bad job on the last run.
Ooh. Or Miku Hatsune, since say the last name first name.
In which case, shame on Roll Crunchy.
Oh, my God. Iono's here, too. Wow. And all their Pokemon? Wow.
That's crazy.
We also see a Smoliv and Geese Peep. I feel so bad for this baby Smoliv standing in the crowd. There's no way that thing's seeing anything.
Aww.
It's knee-high to a grasshopper, Geese
Maybe
Peep.
we'll put it on its shoulders.
God, I hope so.
I am always so careful when I go to events to check behind me and make sure somebody's not just, eye level with the center of my back.
Yeah, you've ruined so many people's days, bro.
Well, no, I always ask. I always look behind me and I say, hey, can you see?
If you're at the barrier, then you could kind of lean over a little bit. I did notice an animator. He probably was told he wasn't allowed to, but he snuck in a Blitzel for a half of a frame. Real quick. That's fun. And now the show starts, guys. Look, we're having a big dance party. That'll be fun. Why don't we invite somebody up here, Geese Peep? And maybe somebody in the audience. Who should we invite up here, Geese Peep?
You, Zerk. Well, she doesn't say Zerk. She says you, the one with the ride-on.
You, the one.
You, the one. Oh, my God. You mean me?
That's right.
Okay, can we pause, though? Before this scene, they have what I can describe as a very odd montage. It's at 7:25 to, it's at 17:25 to 17:34. There's a montage of something that's happening, and I do not understand what's going on. Let the festivities begin, and then there's like an odd montage where Nidothing scrunches up her face and gets nervous, and then the bounce on the guy. They're
just goofing around. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't understand what was going on.
Probably why I didn't write anything.
The only complaint I have about this episode is probably that, because the whole time I was like, what is this event?
What is this?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Zerk's losing it. He's having the time of his life dancing up there with Rhydon. Wow. And Rhydon, the boy's in love, and somebody needs to spray him with some water, little cold water, because he's chasing Nidothing around.
Very funny.
It's something else. He's got hearts in his eyes. Everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
All right. That's over. Let's cut to the lines for the meet and greet. We got a Flamigo and its trainer in line for Nidothing, and we got a Dreepy with its trainer in the Ino line.
Shouts out to Dreepy. What a great line.
Yeah, good stuff. And finally, we get Sprigatito Superfan walking up to meet Nidothing. I can't believe it. She's losing it, Geese Peep.
It's so funny. She's blushing and she's so starstruck. She's like, I can't believe I got to meet her.
I was sitting here thinking, okay, either you are fully compartmentalizing this, completely 100%, no info is crossing streams in your brain, or you are the most committed to this bid I've ever seen somebody.
They compartmentalize, that's for sure. Zerk also, in addition, losing it over meeting Nidothing. Nidothing remembers something he helped out with some cotton candy once. Do you guys remember that?
Nope.
I think they didn't show it before in the episode where that happened, but it alludes to the fact that the tip she got to try out the cotton candy that one time was from him.
Wow, there's some interesting Pokemon lore.
That episode was a long time ago, but yeah, I do remember something about cotton candy. Yeah.
She's got a memory like a bear trap.
Please write into looklistencast@gmail.com. What are they talking about? What episode was that? What was going on? Something about cotton candy?
I think it was during the Terestal course.
Yeah, that sounds right. We see also Grusha on the INO line talking to INO, and there's a cute little Dedenne. I don't know if you caught it, Geesby, but Dedenne is here.
And Onions, turns out, loves Grusha.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's that's the whole point of this episode, is everybody's a huge fan of somebody. But INO Onions walks up to Grusha and says, oh my God, I've been such a big fan of yours ever since your big pro snowboarding days. Oh my God, can I shake your hand? Thank you so much. You're so cool. You're so sick. And then we cut to nighttime in Levincia.
Nighttime in Levincia.
There's still some people there's still some stragglers hanging around the stage. The kids say, all right, let's go pick up.
Where's the security?
It's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, guys, let's go pick up Dot. Let's go let's get out. Let's blow this popsicle stand. And then Zerk sees the kids, and Zerk says, ooh, I better follow them to thank them for all their help today. And he rushes backstage to somewhere maybe perhaps he shouldn't be.
The mask comes off. Literally.
Oh my God.
I was laughing during this scene because I did not think it would go in this direction at this speed with this severity.
So what happened very quickly at a with severity at a clip that is quickly, we see Dot removing herself from the Nidothing costume. Liko freaking out and closing her eyes because she doesn't want the compartmentalization to end. She wants to believe they're two different people. Zerk screaming in the background, losing his mind. Rhydon losing his mind. He thought Nidothing was a real Nidorina. They're all seeing the curtain. What'd you say? What was the metaphor? The curtain comes closed. The curtain is removed.
The mask slip off.
The mask is donezo.
The dream is decompressing.
Rhydon's whole world crushed in an instant. I'm laughing so hard at this next line when Zerk is on the ground in such despair and he says, just like the end of Mrs. Doubtfire, all this time, the whole time, all the things I've done.
Oh, I forgot that scene in That's probably my favorite scene in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
He also freaks out because he fought Nidothing.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
He's battled Dot many times. Hysterical line. Honestly, if we're being honest, tough day for these two, Rhydon and Zerk.
Yeah.
But then everything's fine, Geese Pete, because Nidothing runs back out in costume and all is forgiven and forgotten. And they just pretend they didn't see her. So that's good.
Yeah, their brains just PTSD it out.
Yeah, I was actually confused in this scene. At first I was thinking, wait, is Dot standing next to them and Ino put on the suit so they're trying to make it seem like she's not actually Nidothing and she was just pretending or something?
I thought
she's giving them what they want, which is her character. By having her undressed and in the suit, like getting out of the suit, it breaks the illusion. But if she's just in character, they can have what they want.
Exactly like what that one guy from the Cypher from the Matrix wanted.
Yeah, in Disneyland.
Give me the illusion.
Yep. And the steak. Who's Ralphie in Sopranos. And unfortunately, I have to get way more haircuts than normal now because my hair starts to look like his character on the left side, and it drives me nuts.
There's no way. There's no way.
Hate it. And now we cut to what I mistakenly said earlier. We cut to stragglers hanging out by the stage, and the goons take the twerps to a secret underwater, or just specifically the goons, Onions and Zerk, say, "Hey, Liko, we need to talk to you actually about something real important. And it's real secret, so we need to leave this public area. So let's talk under the spooky bridge by the water, please. Just us, just nobody else. Please.
Yeah, just us. Just us, Zoe Barnes. No, come right over here into this corner of the metro."
Oh, that's spoilers. Okay, Liko, look. Here's the thing. Amethio, we're not sure where he is. He's gone missing, and we need you to know this because we have a small little request. No big deal. Can you please join us and help us find Amethio? Can you please become a member of the quote-unquote real explorers? Amethio presents Butler Hamburgers, please. Can you join us?
Sponsored by?
Please?
Exceed.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't. We don't like those guys. It's just us, the good explorers. Please join forces with us.
It would be so funny if they changed their name to the Good Explorers.
Yeah. To Liko's very shocked, to be continued. The episode is over. Geese Peep, can you please tell us what the mega of the week is, please, this week?
This week, it's Gengar.
Ooh. Who doesn't love Gengar?
I actually do really love Gengar.
Me too. I've wanted a shiny for such a long time because the Mega's so good.
What color is
Hyundai's white. It's Piston Hyundai's favorite Pokemon. So shouts out.
Shouts out to Piston Hyundai.
The mega evolution of it is not that impressive.
Sick.
It's so cool.
It's just more ghosty and vapory. And
I hate Mega.
It's a totally different design. This one has like the ghost tail and two big old hands in the front with like ghostly flames around. It's sick.
Also, we just said it, but it is important to note the reason his Mega is so, like, I'd say the biggest thing about his Mega and his Gigantamax
with the shiny
is that exactly it fixes, Geese Peep, the biggest issue with Gengar. Gengar's normal shiny is just a slightly different shade of purple, and everybody's upset about that.
Shouts out to Darkrai.
So they made up for it with Mega and Gigantamax Gengar, who both have white, cool shinies.
Which they never did for Darkrai. Justice for Darkrai, because that's a bad shiny.
Well, maybe he'll have another form one day. Geese Peep, please take it away. Mega.
Its lower body is translucent.
You got this, Geese. You got this, Geese.
It's said that the reason you can't see its lower body is because it's burrowed into another dimension. The animation this week is the best one we've seen so far for the Mega Evolutions. It's Nidothing at a campfire with Quaxwell and Tingatuff, and she's explaining to the camera, but also to her Pokemon, about Gengar's Mega Evolution. And she says, bonds with a Mega Gengar are twisted indeed.
Oh.
She says, it will even try to place curses upon its very own trainer. And then the Mega Evolution comes up behind Nidothing and scares Quaxwell and Tingatuff.
Very scary.
It's very good. It's the best one we've had yet.
Wow.
What's the yellow circle on its head supposed to be?
Third eye?
Yeah, I think it's the third chakra or whatever.
They don't explain that.
They don't explain a lot about Pokemon.
Yeah, it's his third eye. Yeah, very rare, I think. Isn't it normally, Taylor, that I like an episode in the beginning and then dislike it at the end? If I'm going to have an opinion shift? I feel like that's the case.
Yeah, you're normally less critical at the beginning than you are at the end.
Yeah, I had it's similar to what we discuss, feels like every week, which is when entertainment decides, let's have a plot the plot of this could be easily solved in 1 second by just explaining a situation. And that's how I felt the whole first half of this is just, please, just put him on there's no reason for this plot. This doesn't make any sense. You literally have all the power in the world to get him a ticket. like one of you said, we could just reprint the ticket, even though that's not a thing in Japan. But just
that's the thing.
you can make up a lie.
In Spain,
you can just
it
say,
is.
"Oh, look, we found the ticket."
That's the thing about this episode, though. It highlights the characters and how they're such big fans and they have such a moral code.
Immoral?
I said such amoral, like
Yeah.
A and then
One moral code.
Amoral
Yes.
means not immoral or moral. You're amoral, like you're apolitical.
I know. I said such a space moral.
What's a
moral.
space moral though?
Ooh.
Is that like a Rayquaza thing?
I love space morals.
More about Deoxys?
It highlights the characters. It makes no sense logically if you think about it, but it makes sense if you think about the characters.
Yep. I agree. I loved how much characterization was in this episode. For
Yes.
the Pokemon, for the trainers, for the plot.
Sensitive skin Golduck.
Yep.
I love that, honestly. It reminded me a lot of the episode in Sun and Moon where they had the concert for the Alolan Doug trio.
Yes, that was a good episode.
This felt like filler without a checklist. This felt like they
Yes.
said to the writers, hey, you know what? We don't need to check any boxes this episode. You just go right ahead. Even the battle was fun because they needed to get the ticket. It wasn't just like, oh, hey, haven't seen you in a while. You ready to fight? It was, oh no, that thing has its ticket on it. We got to get that ticket. It's going to run away from us. Let's get that ticket.
Yeah, Geese Peep is correct. The concert with the Alolan Doug trio and Jesse and James. I wonder if you think that you get that. There's a lot of similarities actually with the Wug trio and the Alolan Doug trio. That's funny. I'm trying to remember because that was such a specific phrase they used in that episode. It was like "Divas of the land, show me your groove," something like that.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was great.
That's a sick line in a song.
Yeah. This one's gonna be so hard for me to score because at the beginning I wasn't into it, and then they won me over with a lot of laughs and a lot of good music.
Let's go to Geese first for her score.
Geese
of the week.
face.
We never
Their
do
faces
that.
were so great. I loved how downtrodden he got when he lost his ticket and he didn't even care that the Rising Bull tacklers were there.
And it furthers the plot. They had a reason to be where they were, which is they needed money. And the more I was thinking about it during the episode, it makes sense that they're finally talking about money because the kids are in charge. The adults used to be in charge. Now the kids are in charge, so they're dealing with that. So they go to Ino with a goal, and they leave with a new goal, which is Amethio's goons recruit.
I really hope that all the money troubles are just solved by Gimmighoul. That's what I want.
That's kind of what I think is going to happen.
I was worried that this episode was just going to be Dot being so anxious about the event. And I am so relieved that was not the case.
She was so not anxious, Geese Peep. She didn't even show up early to her performance. She was like, yeah, I'll get there right before it starts. We're fine.
You were having, I know what it is. You were having for the third time this episode, a PTSD reaction with the theater, someone not showing up for rehearsal, and miscommunication, root of all issues.
God. What's your score, Geese Peep?
8.5.
Whoa! Taylor, what's your score?
Now, I loved this episode. This is one of my favorite episodes of the season. This had everything. I was laughing. I tolerated the battle. I liked the meet and greet. You got Amethio's henchmen, who I've loved from the second one, actually getting individual personalities rather than just they are more than just a reflection of how Amethio treats them now. I'm giving this episode a 9.2. I love this episode. I might give it higher.
Wow. Here's my score. Might be higher, actually. Fun music, goofball. Plot doesn't... I've heard your arguments against it, that they could have just... it was funny. I was laughing. It was fun.
And like the unwillingness to go with a clearly easy solution kind of adds to the humor, in my opinion.
So here's what we're going to have to do. I got to be fair here.
All right.
It's going to get an 8.8.
Oh, that's a good... Hey, I'll take it.
Wow.
Very good, very fun, but I can't ignore that I was frustrated with the episode in the beginning.
Yeah.
So maybe it should be 8.7, but 8.8, feels good. So we're going to leave it at that.
Overall, this is a very, like, I would tell somebody to watch this. It felt like the plot was moving, like they moved forward the plot 2 steps. 1 step at the beginning, 1 step at the end. Wow.
It had the fun and the silliness.
Animation wasn't fantastic, but it didn't need it because this was
there
about
was good
characters.
faces, though. There were good faces.
Yeah, that's true.
Where was the best face? Because I only got 1 screenshot.
I loved Rhydon freaking out about Nidothing.
That was good. It's a good face.
It's a great episode.
I enjoyed it.
Only thing it didn't have that I was kind of expecting somebody would... okay, so right before they cut the episode, I wish that they had said, will you come with us to help us find a Methio? And then Alt just goes, who's a Methio? Like,
wait, where was Alt? Oh, Alt didn't even go.
Yeah.
He's just hanging on the ship.
Yep.
Okay, he's with the adults. Okay. Yeah, I've completely forgot about Alt. I remember what I was going to say, I think. I was just going to say, we got sunsets. We got...
Sunsets and sewers. This week on Pokemon.
I forgot what I was going to say. All right, let's move on to the wrap-up. Geese Beep.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at Look, Listen, Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like and comment so more people can find us. Also, thank you to Keith for our work. You can find him at twitch.tv/Keith2.
Shouts out Professor Ticklebits for the website and the
boilerplate.
That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits. Please, if you know someone that likes Pokemon or just tales of current media or entertainment in general, recommend this YouTube video or the podcast feed. Either works. That's fine. I'm always, picky. Also, you can send in your questions to looklistencast@gmail.com. It's time to say goodbye, I think.
No.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
No.
We gotta say goodbye. Everybody say goodbye. Geese Peep say goodbye slightly more than the rest.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
2 more goodbyes.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.